Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us at this most special time of the year. And it's Seattle with the ball. Down low. Gordon with a steal. Going all the way to the rack. Pass to Harden. Here he goes. And then Harden with the jam.
James Harden, with the ability that he has both from a smarts, IQ, and skill standpoint. Nice drive right there.
Davis can't hit. The drive by Harden. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Wow, James Harden putting a little sauce in the finish. Nicely done.
Doris looking back at James Harden's time in Houston. What an incredible individual run he went on.
Come on, Brian. Finished in the top 3 in MVP voting 5 times with the Rockets. Came so close to getting to an NBA Finals. He's still beloved in the city of Houston.
Now here's Harden. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24 and a half a game. 2 on the clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Harden's got 6 points.
Great awareness from the veteran Harden, making sure to get off a quality shot in time.
Pass to Nesmith. Back to Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Sharp, no good.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
There's the steal.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Pass to Nesmith. Ball surveys the floor. Tipped away. It's a one-on-one situation. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And leaking out well in transition. I mean, I like seeing Daniels get rewarded for hustling.
Here's Davis. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Nesmith on the wing. And again, it's Seattle missing. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla, who told me that one key will be holding James Harden in check. He said they don't want to let Harden get too much penetration, and when he does drive the lane, they're going to shade him left and force him into his weaker right hand. It's a strategy teams have used on Harden before, so we'll see how effective it is tonight.
Allie, thank you.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
They set a pick. Clock at 6. Outside for Harden. Hits the trifecta. Harden's got 11.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Here's ball. And there's the rejection.
Wow, great size and better positioning made that block possible from Clingan.
Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Pass to Clingan. Back to Harden. Here's Clingan. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Nesmith.
Tough call for his coach. Second foul already. We'll see how much the staff trusts him.
Second team foul.
Seattle trails by 11. .125 left in the opening quarter. Ball outside. Hook loose.
It's been a comedy of errors for them so far. They just can't hold on to the ball here in the first half.
Harden with it. And Davis picks him up defensively. Here's ball. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Ball's got his second bucket of the night.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And right now, if you're the defense, you've got to be careful. Harden excels at finding ways to get to the free throw line.
Harden hits them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Outside Coulibaly. Davis a screen. Here's Nesmith. And Clingan pulls it down.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Harden. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. They lead by 13. And we'll be back in just a minute. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
Here's Harden. Drives to the hoop. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball. This will be his third free throw of the game. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
Pass to Clingan. Beyond the arc. Seattle pulls it in. We're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. To the middle. Here's DeRozan. And James Harden pulls it down. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
Inside. Here's Reddish. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Well, James Harden is equally good, passer or scorer. There he sets his teammate up nicely.
And here's Ball. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Here's Neesmith. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Reddish. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, Brian, Anthony Davis is letting it fly. He said, the way that teams are playing me, I've been getting back to the mid-range. It's an easier shot instead of fighting the double team, so that's all it is, continuing to trust it and shoot it. Brian, we've seen that jumper be a real weapon for him.
Yeah, that's a good call, Allie. Thanks. Pass the ball. And there's a pick. Back to Neesmith. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time.
This is what Ball is known for, a selfless player who is terrific at facilitating the offense.
Now here's Harden, defended by DeRozan. To the inside. Reddish. Seattle pulls it in.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Seattle trails by 15. To the paint. Here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan leads, no doubt. What a finish.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Reddish misses. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Seattle. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Pass to Neesmith. On target from range. Neesmith's got 5 points now this quarter.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Down low. Here's Clingan. The three is up. Drains the triple.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Pass to Neesmith. Back to Davis. Releases from 15. Can't connect. Making him 1 for 6 from the field. Inside. Reddish. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
2 minutes.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Here's Neesmith. Outside for Davis. That three's off the mark.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Ooh, stolen by Harden. And then Harden with the jam.
Well, at this point, James Harden has put his imprint all over this basketball game, and the defense better find a way to figure him out soon.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Seattle trails by 17. Now Coulibaly. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. To the inside. Here's DeRozan. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
I think I can make the case that DeMar DeRozan finishes through contact like a big man. This guy is tremendous at end-one opportunities.
We've got 1:13 left in the first half of this game. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
Pass to Klingon. Outside Harden. To the left wing. They set the pick. Davis with a rebound.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Here's DeRozan. Oh, DeRozan sinks it through contact.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And Bilal Coulibaly picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Now here's Harden. He's got 18. For three, Klingon. That'll do it for the first half. Up 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Here's Harden. Pass to Klingon. Fires from deep. Connects from downtown. Klingon's got 6 points.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Seattle trails by 13. To the middle.
DeMar DeRozan says, I've got a little showman in me. My goodness gracious, sets the crowd on fire with that one.
Pass to Sharp. That shot off. Excellent D there from Davis. They've got a chance here to cut the deficit to within 10. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Here's Harden with the drive. Oh, wasted no time on that one.
3 points.
Sharp's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Outside Davis. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Harden. And Harden with the slam.
Well, James Harden will go down as one of the great scorers in NBA history, and when he gets his groove going, look out, folks.
Ball's doubled to the paint. Here's Davis. And Davis slams it home.
That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Harden with it. Give him 20. Pass to Sharp. From outside the arc. Sinks it from distance. Sharp's got 6 here in the quarter.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
Neesmith's shot is off. Harden drives in. Here's Daniels. No good from outside.
That's what you need your bigs to do. Step up and control the defensive glass.
DeRozan outside. Outside Davis. 5 on the clock. Up top Neesmith. Over Sharp. Neesmith's shot is off.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
And you watch Donovan Clingan. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Second team foul.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. Here's Davis. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
Quite simply, AD is one of the most impactful players in the league. Can take over a game on both ends.
And he sinks the second. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And here's Harden. Harden drawing the double team. Walker. For three, Clingan. And the three-pointer goes. Clingan's got 9.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Pass to Daniels. And the foul on Josh Hart. That's his first foul. And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You wonder if a time limit should be instituted. If they can't figure it out after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
4 on the clock. Inside.
One of the best defenders in the league at any position. AD can just smother a dude.
Now ball. It's intercepted. In transition. Here's Clingan. Hart pulls it in. Seattle trails by 15. DeRozan with the ball. Harden picks him up. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to go on Cam Reddish. Seattle's shooting their 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. Now here's Harden. Give him 20. Oh, it's stolen. Going all the way to the rack. Here's Davis. That shot is off. Walker with some nice D. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Harden from outside. The rebound by Nesmith. Down low. Davis can't hit.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Reddish misses. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Pass to Nesmith. Here's Davis. He's got 13. Misses from short range. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside for Harden. To end the cold spell. And then Harden with the jam.
Okay, James Harden showing you I've still got the vertical in my bag of tricks.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan.
Substitution.
11 seconds left in the third. DeRozan dribble drive. Here's Boucher for 3. Unable to get that one. Here's Shannon. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it.
The away team, 49.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Seattle trails by 14. Coulibaly with it. Outside Neesmith. Tries to break his ice. And the shot's good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Pass to Klingon. Now Harden. Shot clock at 5. Out to Gordon. And that one comes up a bit short.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
And here's Ball. Pass to Neesmith. Here's Davis. And Klingon pulls it down. Outside Harden. On the wing, Daniels. Here's the pick. The 3 is up. No good there.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Ball outside. To the inside. Davis. Rebounded by James Harden. Here's Sharp. And a two-handed jam.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer at home.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Neesmith. Coulibaly with it. Deflected.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
You have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. Seattle trails by 17. Now DeRozan. Rebounded by James Harden. Here's Daniels. And the fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
Boy, just sheer dominance. The ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
Will it go? And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Yeah, the big-time vertical there. DeRozan still has it, having played well over a decade in this league.
And then Harden with the jam.
Wow! Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
Now here's Harden. And that one's good. Harden's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I tell you what, James Harden has got the kind of frame that he can absorb contact and play right through it.
And Aaron Neesmith picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Klingon. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run. That gives him a double-double in this one.
Yeah, be careful. Klingon can bring down the house.
There's Neesmith with the 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Here's Harden. Takes it inside.
James Harden.
Well, with that frame and that power, James Harden leaves no doubt.
And Ball will bring it up here for Seattle. And Neesmith gets it to go.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Here's Harden. To the right side. Outside Sharp. For 3. Drills it from deep. Sharp's got 11 points here in the second half.
And everybody wants to see what kind of range Sharp has. Looks like the NBA three-point line won't be a problem for him.
First team foul.
Here's Ball. The 3 from DeRozan. Can't sink it. 4th miss out of 9 attempts. Here's Harden. Driving inside.
James Harden.
And then Harden with the jam.
Oh my, James Harden with a statement right there.
Davis misses.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Outside Hart. There's the 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
James Harden brings tremendous versatility. He can score it, he can distribute. Whatever you need from him offensively, he can provide it.
There's 38 seconds left in the 4th. Davis down low. Pass to DeRozan. Outside for Davis. Can they get it? Gordon pulls it in. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Personal foul.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Shooting for the away team.
Harden hits them both. "15 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. Ball with it. The visiting club takes the win on the road. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident.